When clients come to Victory Law Group, usually it's right after they got into a car accident. And then when they get into a car accident, they often wonder, what are the steps to go through a bodily injury complaint and making a claim with the insurance company? Typically what will happen is the attorney will meet with the client and get a breakdown of all the auto insurance coverages that were applicable at the time of the accident, photos of the accident, witness testimony, police report or insurance information that's available at the time of the collision. Once we do that, we determine with the client whether or not they would like to seek medical care through their own health insurance or through the case on lien, which is a process by which they can treat without their health insurance and the medical providers can be paid back after the accident has been settled. Once they've determined whether or not they want to seek medical attention, they continue to treat, and the attorneys will get medical bills and records during that entire process and monitor the treatment to make sure that they're getting the care that they need. Oftentimes with Victory Law Group, I would say almost over 95% of the time, the case will settle for a fair and just number. If for some reason the insurance company is being unreasonable or there's a dispute regarding liability, then sometimes Victory Law Group, on behalf of the client, will file a lawsuit and litigate the case. In an event of litigation, typically Victory Law Group will seek more compensation for the client than previously during a pre-litigation settlement, unless they've already recovered the maximum amount of settlement they possibly could prior to having to file a lawsuit. At this point, when a case is settled, attorney will provide the client with a settlement release to sign and send back to the insurance company. After the signed settlement has been obtained, the check will be deposited in the client trust account, and the attorney will then negotiate all the medical liens and bills to make sure that it negotiated as low as possible for the highest benefit to the client. After all the medical bills have been settled, a document called the settlement disbursement form is provided to the client, which has a breakdown of how much the case settled for, how much medical bills are going to be paid, how much the law firm is obtaining in fees and costs, and how much the client is going to get as compensation. Any compensation the client gets for a personal injury case is tax-free, which is great benefit for the client. Typically, a personal injury case can take anywhere from a few months to a few years, depending on the degree of difficulty in proving liability, the degree of damages, and the degree of injury. Victory Law Group specializes in making sure that these cases are resolved as quickly as possible. If the case can be resolved in 2 months, Victory Law Group will do everything they can to have the case resolved in 2 months. If the client needs significant care that might take over 6 to 8 months, we will make sure to patiently wait for the client to complete treatment or do as much treatment as possible so we can maximize the results for the client and also make sure the client gets better. If you have any questions regarding the timeline for a personal injury case, please contact Victory Law Group at 213-422-5061. Thank you.